Howdy, today we're going to be reviewing Conkers Bad 40. I may be wondering, where are all the game footages? Well, perhaps it's edited to not work, but I mean, what do you expect from a program that's older than time? Right, nothing. So I'll be taking a look at how well the game has aged. More than, say, its humor. There's plenty of videos on that, and I'm not here to talk about that. Now, I don't typically agree with the whole bad aging statement, but this game isn't like Sonic Adventure Director's Cut DX, where it's just bad and, like, not good in the slightest compared to the original. It's more, the controls aren't very good. Now, Chronicle's still one of the best N64 games and one of the best platformers ever. Now, the controls, like, the weird movement I was shooting with the aim on the movement stick, the one you typically use to, like, move around, and then the C buttons being what you use to look around. Move around, and then you look around with the control stick. And it's not really what we've came to expect, but I think was revolutionary at the time. Rare's been revolutionizing every genre they touch, except for sports games. But we don't talk about that here. Now, game infamously has many difficulty spikes, like the lava racing segment or the It's War chapter. Now, I would say that the lava racing chapter, yes, is way too hard and probably should have been a bit easier. Especially the last lap is very hard. But the It's War chapter isn't as hard, I'd say. Because the It's War chapter, you get used to the controls of the shooting and stuff very fast. It's not hard. Now, I'd say that certain segments are still hard. Tank section, submarines, escape. Sorry. I need to get some medicine for that. I'd say that the spooky chapter is harder, especially the bat segment with the villagers, where you have to pick them up and then drop them to a crusher thingy. The controls, not even close to being what you'd expect. You have to mash X to try and stay afloat in the air while flying as a bat. But you gotta not mash it too much, or else you're gonna end up, hitting walls. And then you're gonna end up not getting there. Because, after a certain period of time, you just don't, the villager falls off, and then you have to pick him up again. It's quite frustrating. It took me a while to do, but it wasn't too hard. But, yeah, I'd say maybe, definitely, they should make a newer remake. Now, I know Live and Reloaded is a great remake, but a lot of people swear it's worse. Only because of the censoring, which I don't think is a very fair argument, because it gives more attraction to the fact that they are saying things that typically you wouldn't see in a kid's game. But that's just more my opinion. Now, the most clunky controls in this game, like NES LJN clunkiness levels, is spoiler warning, spoiler. Okay, you gone? Because if you're not, you can pause the video and leave. It's a thing you can do on YouTube. That's a great thing about YouTube. Anyways, so in the final boss, the Panther King is an alien from Alien. Bit weird, but it's explained a bit. It is very clunky so you gotta try and listen to sound cues to figure out what you gotta do to react to the thing. And sometimes it just feels like absolute luck on whether or not you actually get to hit the alien enough times to be able to knock it down so you can spin it, and oh boy, the spinning controls. You would not believe how clunky these controls are. You gotta keep at a consistent, singular rhythm that the game will accept to stay spinning and get to the speed you need to actually throw. Now, Mario 64, it handles it way better. I mean, you just spin the joystick, and you can do it as fast as you want to start off to get there to max speed faster. You can do it slower to try and inch your way closer to the bomb, so it's easier. But Conker, when throwing, you gotta get to this max speed, and then you gotta aim at the small area, and you can just hit the door next to it, a frame of the door, around the air duct thingy you gotta throw the alien out. And if it hits there, it's not gonna, like, bounce back and then suck in there, out into the void of space. No, it's just gonna sort of go back to doing its thing. And why? In Mario 64, you can spin out whatever speed and chuck it, and Bowser will just not go very far, slow at speed. And it's very clunky. Clunky as shish. Excuse my language. Now, Conker is still a great game in conclusion. I mean, it's the best of the N64, I'd say. Or at least for platformers. Now, yes, it is dated, and random difficulty spikes make you want to not play the game ever again and throw your N64 in the garbage and burn your copy. But don't burn the copy. That game is very expensive. Like $300 for a standard copy in good condition. The game, graphically impressive for the N64. Amazing. Full voice acting, very rare for N64. You typically just hear the in games like that. But the game, if you want a more modern experience, you should check out the remake. No, it is censored, yeah, but its shooting controls due to be on the Xbox, original Xbox, and it's on the new Xbox too, the Xbox One, so you can play it there. And I believe it's Xbox One enhanced and stuff, you know. It's still in 4x3, which, yeah, probably what you'd expect. But it's a great experience. I mean, it has dual sticks, so you can actually move the camera with more than 4 buttons. Very great. You should definitely check the game out. Either emulate it, make sure to legally obtain those ROMs. I did. Totally. And you could get it, and if you already are part of the Game Pass subscription on Xbox, you can get Rare Replay for free, which includes many other Rare games, as well as Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie and Nuts and Bolts, but those ones you gotta download separately. For some reason, I don't know, it works weird. But you get Conker, but it has the greatness and clearness of an emulator, but it doesn't have all the weird bugs like Conker's eyes model sticking out of the face and being really weird, and you can't see the eye movement, and that's really the only reason the game's impressive for all that movement stuff. But check out the game. Anyways, bye!